Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports. Presented by Liella Lanes, Amore Pizzeria, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Kirk's Furniture, Great Oaks Career Campuses, M&M Fasteners and M&M Horsehair, Fayette County Public Health Department, Summers Funeral Home, the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around at the end of the game for the Epifano McDonald's Star of the Game post-game show.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good evening, everyone, or late afternoon, I guess we should say, as we're still before the 6 o'clock hour, right? I think it's still light outside. I don't know anymore. I've been in here for a while. But anyway, good evening. Welcome into senior night at Washington Senior High School. For the first time in 4 years, Dave and I are actually going to do some wrestling. It's, for some reason, the last couple of years, Trace and Courthouse Bowling always fell on the same night, and we weren't able to be at both places at the same time. So tonight, we're going to be able to do this one because the girls bowled last week. So we hope you enjoy the broadcast this evening. It's Miami Trace against Washington Courthouse. It will be boys middle school and also boys varsity. There is going to be 2 matches in the junior high that will start things off, that will have girls going up against each other to give them a little exposure as far as to the crowd. So we hope that you'll stay tuned for that. So there'll be a total of 14 weight classes, I believe it is, for middle school, and 16, I believe it is, for the high school. So we hope you stay with us throughout the evening as we will get this one underway. Real quickly, we want to tell you that Miami Trace comes into tonight's contest in the FAC, the middle school, at 4-2. 4-1. They're tied with Jackson, the only team to beat Miami Trace this season, and that was back on the road. Washington Courthouse is at 3-2 coming into tonight, so a big matchup to say the least. The varsity, both teams are 4-0, so at least the early regular season championship will be decided, and then of course the tournament will be held in a couple weeks out at Miami Trace. Right now, the senior parents are standing outside the mat, getting ready to be introduced. Head varsity coach Lewis Reed will be doing the honors. And if you don't know these kids' names by now, Dave, he's in trouble anyway, right? But, of course, Lewis has been around for over 20-some years, heading up the Blue Line program. Busy week for the Blue Line team. They will be at home against a group of people at the Washington Courthouse bracket tournament, which will be Saturday. Miami Trace also will be busy as they'll be hosting the annual Miami Trace Epifano McDonald's wrestling tournament on Saturday as well. And then you add Liella Lanes is going to have their Baker Bash, which is you're going to have almost 40 to 45 high schools, either wrestling or bowling. They'll be here in Fayette County Saturday, knock on wood, weather permitting, of course. That's going to bring some dollars into our community from different folks. So that's a good thing, and it's good that the schools are able to sponsor these great events as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we'll see if we can pick up the introduction of the senior parents. So stay with us. Back in about 30 seconds or so right here on Fayette County Youth. It's wrestling night here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, real quickly, just kind of review how the point system goes. If you're not familiar with wrestling, a team will pick up 6 points if they get a pin, a forfeit, or an injury forfeit. They get 5 points if they win by a technical fall. That's 15 points or more. And if they go over 15 points, then the match is done, no matter where they're at in the 3 rounds. 4 points for major decision. That is if you win between 8 and 14 points. And you pick up 3 points in a decision if you win by 7 points or less. And then there's, of course, if you escape, you get a point. Reversals, 2 points. Takedowns, 2 points. Near fall, 2 or 3 points. That's based on how long you almost get a pin, but not quite get a pin. So we'll kind of try to review that as we go along this evening, the best we possibly can. Real quickly, I'm going to go ahead and run down the starters here for you tonight for the middle school. First of all, as we already mentioned, there's going to be 2 girls matches to start things off in the middle school. Of course, Washington Courthouse has had a good start with a varsity program, and down to the middle school, Wes Gibbs has done a great job getting that started a couple years ago. And now, they're going to state tournaments and all kinds of tournaments around the state. Miami Trace, meanwhile, is starting as well a girls program, but they're starting on the ground level. They're starting in junior high and slowly going to work their way up. So they have 2 girls tonight that will be wrestling, and they will be at the 116-pound class. Josie Puckett from Miami Trace will go up against Abby Huff from the Blue Lions. And then the second match will be at 172 pounds, and that will be Haley McGraw, the Lady Panthers, against Alkira Wilson of the Blue Lions. And then we'll start with the boys bracket. Already is going to be forfeits in the first couple weight classes for both teams. 80 pounds, 86, and 92. First match will basically be the 98-pound class. We'll give you the names as we get through it later on. 104, there's a forfeit in 110. Another match at 116, 122, 128, 134. Forfeit at 142, 150, 160, 172, 205. And then the final one there will be a match at 245. I think I told Dave 8 of the 14 there's going to be a forfeit because one of the teams just simply does not have a wrestler wrestling in that weight class. But, as we just mentioned, if you have a wrestler and the other team has to forfeit, at least you're going to pick up 6 points right off the bat. So you want to take advantage of that, though you would rather, I'm sure, have a match for your own wrestler. So we'll just have to wait and see how that develops at this time. The high school will give you that rundown a little bit later on. They have had weigh-ins already earlier. They started at 5 o'clock this afternoon with weigh-ins. It's kind of ironic. Coach Reed's out the door on the phone asking one of his wrestlers, said, "Where are you at?" Said, "They're weighing in. You better hurry. You're going to have to forfeit." And he says, I'll be there in about 2 minutes. They was able to delay it long enough so that young man was able to get in. All right, let's go down to head coach Lewis Reed and pick up a little bit of the introduction for the senior adults.
Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Miami Trace enters the duel tonight. I believe at the junior high they are 4-0. Their high school is 4-0. And the middle school Washington Courthouse is 2-2. And Courthouse Varsity 3-1. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Before we begin wrestling tonight, we are going to take time out to recognize those who helped our programs, both programs, stay successful. Tonight we are recognizing our seniors, and this is our senior night. We'll start with senior night right now. First, for Washington Courthouse, senior Austin Cottrell. He is escorted by Heather Fryer, Jessica Fryer. He's been wrestling for 12 years. His favorite wrestling memory is when he hit Coach Marlon Ellis with a lat drop in practice last year. That's his favorite memory. Next up, we have senior Brady Roy, escorted by Sherry Roy. Brady's been wrestling for 13 years. His favorite memory, sectional champ, two-time district qualifier. His favorite memory is also throwing Coach Ellis. Senior Tristan Byers, escorted by Derek Byers and Allison Weaver. He's been wrestling for 9 years. His favorite wrestling memory is cradling Coach Todd Mustang. And our last senior, Pascal Lysell, he is our Ford Exchange student. He's escorted by Manuela Delamar and Samantha Delamar. It's his first year of wrestling, and his favorite memory, his very first match ever, he won by pin. We need all our seniors to come back at this time for a senior picture.
All right, so
I'd ask for a big round of applause. We also have senior Charles Souther. He didn't want to walk across, but we have senior Charles Souther for Washington Courthouse. And for any Miami Trace senior wrestlers, if you give those guys a round of applause too.
all right, so they had 5 seniors all together, plus 1 from Miami Trace being recognized here tonight, senior night here at Washington Courthouse for this wrestling duel. Once again, Courthouse against Miami Trace. As again, we've already mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both are going to be quite busy Saturday, hosting their own tournaments, weather permitting, of course. So, that wraps up that segment of it. So,
at this time, we're going to roll right into our first ever FA FAC Fayette County Girls Dual, Junior High Dual, wrestling at 116 pounds. 4.
So Abby Huff of Washington Courthouse
From Miami Trace.
and Josie Puckett from Miami Trace.
From Washington Courthouse.
And again, this will be the first ever FAC middle school wrestling between two female wrestlers. So David, this will be the first of two history we're going to see here tonight. How about that, huh? So we're ready to get started. Of course, Miami Trace's Puckett will be in the black uniform. Blue Lions in the white and blue. And it looks like right off the bat, Huff putting a lot of pressure on Puckett, trying to get the quick pin. Puckett tried to fight it off, but unfortunately got pinned. So Puckett will check it, make it Huff will pick up.
Next up.
I'll bring up now
172
172 pounds. Akira Wilson from Washington Courthouse. Haley McGraw from Miami Trace. Again, that's 172. So the young ladies will check in. Again, Panthers, you can clearly see it on the screen with the black uniform on. Blue Lions with the blue and white. First round's a minute 30. And that pin did not take more than, 30 seconds, I think, with Huff getting the pin. Right now, you see Wilson trying to get McGraw in the down position, but McGraw fighting her pretty good. Onto the side. Again, as we mentioned, Miami Trace is going for the girls program, starting it off with the junior high level. So they're hoping within the next year or two, some of these young ladies will move on into the high school level and will be able to continue it. Once again, Wilson from Washington Courthouse. Continuing. Abby Huff, by the way, that just picked up that pin, is now 2-0 for the season. Now they're Wilson trying to get McGraw on her back to get the pin. So we're down to under 15 seconds left here in the period. 2-0 lead, Washington Courthouse in the match. And seconds ticking off. And Wilson riding her pretty good. She'll pick up 2 points in that first round. Of course, Huff got the pin. That was 6 points. She got 2 points earlier from a near fall. So McGraw will be in the stand-up position. Now riding hard on the neck area. Meanwhile, Wilson trying to go for the escape. She got it. So there's 2 points on the escape. So now it's 4-0 Washington Courthouse with the lead. Coaches trying to go for it. Both standing up 4-1 as McGraw will pick up a point. 6-1 once again in favor of Courthouse as they picked up yet another 2 points. 6-2. This is the second period, 8-3, as Wilson is just picking up the points like crazy on the near falls. And also riding points. 12-5. She's up now by 7. As we're in the final 20 seconds of period number 2. McGraw just trying to hold on. Meanwhile, whoa, puts her down. It's Wilson. She's up by 10 points now, 16-6. And that's going to end the second period. So it was 2-0 at the end of the first period. Now it's 16-6. And basically, Wilson picks up another 5 points, which she just picked up 2 right there. She will get a technical foul win. McGraw trying to hold on. Meanwhile, boy, Wilson's powerful. She's up now 20-7. Again, trying to get behind her a little bit, trying to get the position. McGraw, meanwhile, is hanging in there, 22-8. We're down to a minute left. All she needs is one more point to win on a technical fall. McGraw trying to stay away from her. Now it's back to 22-9. Another 2 points, that's 24-9. Now it's 24-10. So we're back up to where she's got to get 2 more points. You got to have over 15 points. There's the 2 points. She got the reverse there, got it Brown on the back. So a 26-10 win by Wilson. So congratulations to Alkira Wilson picking up a technical fall. That's 5 points. All right. So Washington Courthouse, the 2 young ladies, will pick up 11 points right off the bat in those 2 matches. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, we'll go right into the boys' matches. Stay with us right here on WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
Is your child transitioning from an infant to a convertible seat or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
All right, back here now. The boys start, and winning by forfeit is Henry Dumb. Miami Trace at 80 pounds, so with the win, he now goes to 7-7 for the season. Mason Hyder wins by forfeit in the 86-pound class. He now goes to 21-4. 92 pounds, also from Washington Courthouse. Jonah Weaver with the win at the forfeit. He's now 20-4. And that'll bring up the 98-pound class. And we're actually going to have 2 guys going at it. It'll be Riley Wiseman and Maddox McGuire. Let me see here. Riley's record is 10-10 for the season. Maddox McGuire comes in at 13-7. I want to thank the coaches for getting things like stats for us and records and stuff. Let me see here. Riley came in 4th at Nelsonville, York in the 98-pound class. And his matches so far this year. So once again, McGuire is on top, riding Wiseman. Whoa, a little flip over there. 2-0 Miami Trace with an early lead. Again, it's a minute 30 seconds, round number 1. Wiseman trying to escape here, but staying on top there and riding pretty hard is McGuire, and they pinned him. That didn't take very long. It came at the 41.8 seconds in the first. a pin. So 6-0.
By hand from Miami Trace, Maddox McGuire.
So
Now up at 104 pounds.
with that and the forfeits that we just had, David, it's 12-12 is your score now.
Bronny Castillo.
Courthouse will pick up 12 points via the 2 forfeits. Miami Trace the forfeit, and this now that the pin. This will bring up Youssef Ratet from Courthouse at 104, and Bronxon Castile from Miami Trace. Again, Miami Trace in the black uniform. Youssef came in 8th last week at the Washington Courthouse Middle School Invitational. Youssef comes in with a 2-7 record. That's Bronx Castile. I don't know what I've said before, but it wasn't Bronx, I know that. It's Bronx Castile from Miami Trace. He comes in at 5-7 overall. First round underway, no score, but Panthers are getting close to maybe picking up some points here if they can stay on riding a little bit. Meanwhile, Fat trying to get the reversal, picks up 2 points, and the clock will stop at 29 seconds as it looks like Castile, a little blood on his lip. They're double checking Rifat. Make sure he's okay. Again, this is a 104-pound weight class. It's 12-12. Tied score between the 2 teams. But Courthouse is up 2-0 in round 1 of this match. Boy, the trainer here at Courthouse, boy, they keep her busy, don't they? My goodness. She's here for everything. So Panthers will get in the down position. Being Casil. Trying to get the escape. And trying to ride Fat a little bit. So we're down to 10 seconds left here in the first round. And they're right on the edge there. Still official letting him go out. And it goes out of bounds at 1.5 seconds. And he almost hit the young lady that was supposed to tap the official on the shoulder. He kind of did a wide thing and it's like, whoa, hold on here. You almost hit me. So 1.5 seconds left, still 2-0 Courthouse with the lead here in round number 1. Again, as Castile was not able to get the escape or the reverse that he wanted. Again in the down position. And that's going to end the first period. So stays 2-0 in favor of Washington Courthouse, and period number 1 is ended. Period number 2 now will be coming up. It's also going to be 90 seconds in length. Two young men at the middle going against each other. Both trying to get the upper body strength to pull the man down. Rafat in the shoulder area trying to escape, but holding on pretty good is Castile. Still 2-0, Courthouse with the lead. You hear plenty of cheering going on from both sides here. Yeah, a little stalling. We'll get a warning. We're under 30 seconds in round number 2. Castile trying to grab the leg. Down. Now on top, trying to push down the shoulder area. His final seconds are ticking off, and it stays 2-0. And Miami Trace, they want to be down the down position once again. You take advantage of that, if you can get the escape, David, pick up a couple quick points. So this will be the third and final round here. Again, 90 seconds in length. Trying to get the escape. Oh, got to get all the way around. He's getting close. He's trying to put some pressure on the neck a little bit. And there you go. Now you got the point. 2-1. Trace, and now they're out of bounds. So picking up the escape was Castile. So it's now 2-1. We've either had forfeits or pins so far. So this is really the first match we've had this evening. It's been a little bit tight, and a lot of action. Meanwhile, Castile in a hold here. This is not like WWE where you're trying to put him to sleep, David. This is where you're actually trying to hold him and see if he can pick some points up here. We're down to under 45 seconds. Courthouse still leads it. Rafat trying to hold on to that slim 2-1 lead while Castile's trying to see if he can get the escape here. But I'll tell you, right now, Rafat's really got a good grip around that waist area and is really keeping him in that saddled position where he can't really get anything going. He's trying to put some pressure on that one leg. We're down to 15 seconds now. Still 2-1. Courthouse with the lead. He gets it up and no. Now he got the 2 points. Got the escape. And that ends the match. What an exciting end as Broxton Castile, with 8 seconds left, got the reversal with 8 seconds left to win it by a score of 3-2. And to say that Rafat is not too happy would be an understatement, to say the least. He tried really hard, but unfortunately, there was a decision win. So that will give Miami Trace another 3 points, David. And so that makes it now 15-12. Miami Trace just picked up another forfeit. So that's another 6 points. So that makes it 21-12, Miami Trace. And now we'll have it, that was at 110, that was Xavier Peroska. He got the forfeit. Official was like, okay. Xavier standing there says, please put my hand up so I can go back to the bench here. So now we're going to have the 116-pound weight class. And it's going to be Grant Becker from Washington Courthouse at 116 against Camden LeBeau from Miami Trace. How many of these LeBeau kids are they? I mean, that's just like an institution, at Miami Trace. There's always a LeBeau that seems to be wrestling. I've been here for almost 40-some years, David. I don't ever remember a LeBeau not wrestling at Miami Trace at one time or another. And speaking of LeBeau, he's another along the line of LeBeau kids, cousins, relatives, whatever. He is really making quick work here on Becker. LeBeau comes in, Camden comes in at 6 and 8. Grant Becker comes in at 5-5. And he got him. A pin at 46.6 seconds left. And it's another 6 points for Miami Trace. I've got it as 27-12 now in favor of the Panthers. So that will bring up a 122-pound class. That'll bring up James Bunch from Washington Courthouse and Harper Dotson from Miami Trace. Harper's 8-3 for the season. James is 16-7. James was 7th down at Nelsonville earlier this season. So again, this is Bunch from Courthouse, Dotson from Trace. You're watching. Again, this is the middle school. Wrestling between Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse. And again, the last records we had was Miami Trace Middle School was 4-1, Jackson was 4-1, and Courthouse was 3-2. So a lot on the line for both teams here tonight. Jackson, by the way, is playing or wrestling Chillicothe tonight. Greenfield and Hillsborough are going up against each other. I believe that's down at Greenfield. Meanwhile, Bunch putting some pressure on. Boy, LeBeau is just not going to go away, is he? Trying to put a wrap on. Now Bunch gets on top of him. Now trying to get in position here. He's already got 2 points as he just picked up. He's riding pretty hard around that shoulder area. Final seconds, and the official stops the clock at 3.7. He says something to the official. I don't know if it was a stall or what, but you get a couple warnings before they start deducting points from you. So LeBeau will in the down position. Bunch. And LeBeau trying to pick a couple points up here before the period ends. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. It isn't. So Bunch leads it 2-0 after the first round. Again, we play 3 rounds, 90 seconds apiece. So now let's see. They're both going to stand. Bunch trying to shoot for the legs. LeBeau, though, counters with it. Now he's riding high. He's trying to go for the pin. He's got Bunch on his back. And he's riding hard. He's got to have it down for 2 seconds. LeBeau and Bunch tries to roll a little bit, so he doesn't get the pin. Officials is watching it. LeBeau got him. 59.7 seconds in the second period, a pin. And so Dotson. Dotson picks up the pin. So he picks up another 6 point. I got it 33-12 now. Miami Trace. This is our third straight match. We had LeBeau over Becker, Dotson over Bunch. Now we have Jeremy Green, Miami Trace, Cooper Hyder of the Blue Lions. Cooper's 24-2. That's pretty impressive. Jeremiah Green, 14-9. Hyder in the white. And they go out of bounds. Minute 6 left here in round number 1. Again, 3 rounds, 90 seconds apiece. Official having a little conference with the wrestlers, and now we're back to action. Tries to shoot for the legs. Hyder tries to now picks up some points, picks up 2 points there. Blue Line's up 2-0. Round number 1. Hyder with the lead over Green. Unofficially 33-12, Trace with the lead. Picking up a couple forfeits and then several pins to build up the margin in the lead. Cooper. Staying on top on the back, trying to force Green to try to escape, and that ends the first period at 2-0 in favor of Hyder. So we will have both wrestlers standing as round number 2 gets ready to get started. Once again, quickly, Hyder at 24-2. I would say he probably knows what he's doing, don't you think, David? That kind of record? Turn around, yep. Another 2-point pickup, 4-0 there. Cooper, the brother of Mason. Cooper was first at Nelsonville and was first just last week at Washington Courthouse, so he's already won 2 tournaments this year. Hyder staying top position there, pushing down on the neck a little bit, putting some pressure there. Just a little over 40 seconds left here in this second round. Again, Cooper Hyder with the lead of 4-zip. Courthouse desperately needing to pick up some wins and here are some points, as they're trailing by about a 20-point margin. Hyder still hanging in there. So we're down to the last 20 seconds. Now trying to wrap the leg around a little bit, trying to keep Green from trying to escape. Green now gets Hyder on his back, and then quickly Hyder turns around, gets back, and that will end the second period, and it's 4-0 in favor of Courthouse. Even if Hyder ends up getting just a decision, that's at least 3 points it's desperately needed. Point awarded to Greenfield, as Hyder's let him go ahead and do the quick coming out of the stance. Hyder. Oh, good turnaround there. Could be reverse. He's trying to pin him, then Hyder comes right back. Man, he's quick. Now trying to get Green on his back to get the pin. Hyder riding hard. He's got the legs around his hip area, trying to keep from any movement there. Another 2 points, 6, make it 8-3 now, as Hyder picking up some big points. Cooper now trying to come around a little bit. Officials stop it with 11.9 seconds. As coming his headgear coming off. That was Green. Official said, let's stop it here. So Green will go back in the down position once again. Hyder sets. 8-3. Courthouse with the lead. Basically now, Hyder just trying to run the clock out. Final seconds ticking away. And that's going to end right there. So Courthouse will end up winning 8-3. That is a 5-point win. That is a technical fall, David. So that gives Courthouse 5 points. So I got that now. It's 33-17 in favor of Miami Trace. 134 pounds coming up will be Jasper Wright from Washington Courthouse and Corbin Dotson from Miami Trace. Corbin comes into the match with a 9-2 record. Meanwhile, Jasper comes in at 4-6, and well, that only took what? 12 seconds? Jeez. I look down to the score and it's already done. Dotson picks up the win on the pin. So that's another 6 points for Miami Trace. That makes it now 39-17. A forfeit by Gabe Carson of Miami Trace at 142. Another forfeit at 150 by Caleb Carter of Miami Trace. Miami Trace with yet another forfeit, 160, Ethan McIntyre. And at 172, Miami Trace will be Bryson Knorr. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 forfeits. It's 24 points, 6 each. So if my math is right, that makes it 53-17. Miami Trace with the lead, David. And with 2 matches to go, I would say Miami Trace might have this one won. But again, we still have 2 matches to go. A check at Tommy Garrison of Miami Trace with forfeit at 205. So that's another 6 points. So that makes it now 59-17, David. Right now, the Panther fans are just standing there, putting their arms up. So Miami Trace will pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forfeit wins. That is 30 points. That's hard to overcome no matter what.
Garrett Havens, we have an exhibition match here. This will conclude our junior high match after this.
So now we got Washington Courthouse, Nathan Beal, Courthouse, and Garrett Havens of Miami Trace. This will be the last match for the junior high. So 6 forfeit wins by Miami Trace. Already made it 36-0 before we really technically even had to start. Meanwhile, we have the final at 2:45. Nathan Beal against Garrett Havens. I've got Beal here at 5-5. Garrett, top there. Beal trying to escape. Garrett's 3-3. So you got 2 wrestlers that are 500 for the season. 5-5. Beal, 3 and 3 for Havens. So, first round ends with Miami Trace up 2-0 in favor of Havens. We'll say both standing. This looks like what they're going to do. Nope, check it. Havens is going to be in the down position. Trying to get the escape is Beal. As a few more folks are still coming in for the varsity match, which will start a few minutes after this one's done. Nathan with the arm on the back neck there of Garrett. Seconds ticking away. We're just about 12 seconds left in round number 2. Again, Beal just pushing basically down on the head there. Just trying to keep Havens from trying to do anything. Havens, though, still has a 2-0 lead, and that's round number 2. So we go to round number 3. This will be the last round here unless it's a tie, and then we'd have to go in overtime. Now Havens is pushing down on the head and trying to tie up Beal's arms, pushing down on his neck now, trying to keep him low. Meanwhile, Beal's trying to break out, see if he can get some points. We're down under at a minute. We'll probably have about 8 to 10 minutes, I believe, between the matches. It probably will not go too long, but still, they'll try to give the varsity a little time. We're down to under 30 seconds. And now a turnaround and almost got the pin there. Got him! 23 seconds left in the third period. A pin by Havens, another 6 points. And I've got the final score at 65, Miami Trace, 17, Washington Courthouse. So that again is unofficial, but 65-17, Miami Trace with the win here in the middle school. I've got them going to 5-1 in the league, depending on what Jackson does tonight with Chillicothe, and Courthouse will drop to 3-3. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll have the varsity coming up in just a few minutes. So let's take about a 2-minute break here, David. Then we'll go from there and see what happens next. All right? You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports, Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse, High School Wrestling right here on WCHC Facebook and YouTube channel, We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
As a U.S. veteran, you have served our country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. Our office offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us today, 740-335-1610.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
There's no place like home. Courthouse Manor Assisted Living invites you to make your new home in one of our gorgeous apartments. Courthouse Manor Assisted Living is perfect for those who may need a bit of assistance or peace of mind while still maintaining independence. Feel the warmth of our friendly staff who are there when you need them, but offer privacy and opportunity for social enhancement. Take a virtual tour of an apartment at www.courthousemanor.com or call us today at 740-335-9290 for more information.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
All right, we're back here at Washington Courthouse, the first of the 2 matches tonight. Once again, we saw for the first time 2 FAC junior high girls matches. Then we just saw Miami Trace win. The official score was 69-20. I had 65-17. But hey, you don't cover wrestling every 4 years, David. I've got to learn a little bit, all right? But still, it was predominantly Miami Trace. I think I had them like 6 or 7 forfeit wins and 6 points apiece right off the bat. That's just going to put you in the hole. So anyway, we'll have a story for you on Fayette 43160 a little bit later on. All right, the varsity's coming up. Both schools 4-0 in the league. So this will be for the regular season championship. Don't forget, they of course will then go back on February the 10th at Miami Trace, and depending upon how that turns out, let's say Miami Trace beats everybody again in that, then Miami Trace, if they win tonight and win that one, they would finish with a perfect record. Let's say if Courthouse or somebody else wins, then Miami Trace would be the regular season champ, but overall champ, it could be someone else, depending on what the records are. So again, we don't really have to worry about that for a couple weeks, but just thought I'd pass that to you as well. We have got tons of district qualifiers, state qualifiers here. The match will start with 150 pounds, and it will be Asher LeBeau. Here we go, another LeBeau. I'm telling you, they're all over the place, aren't they? And they'll take on, let me see here. I've got for, I think it's Malachi McCullough for Washington Courthouse. Yes, so that's your first match at 150 pounds. We'll talk more about that as we're about 5 minutes away from starting. So let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll lead into the varsity. Don't forget, the varsity tonight, we will have a star of the game for both Courthouse and a star of the game for Miami Trace in the varsity match. So might be watching and listening for that as well. Back in about 2 minutes here on WCHC, we're Washington Courthouse Communications.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's one part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
You have the power to protect your children against serious diseases like measles, cancers caused by HPV, and whooping cough. Vaccines work with your child's natural defenses to help them safely develop protection from diseases. Fayette County Public Health is offering childhood immunizations by appointment. Late appointments are available. For more information or to schedule, call 740-335-5910.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leela Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
Well, along with Dave Wooliver, Randy Youngwack here at Washington Courthouse. Again, our first wrestling match we've been able to cover in 4 years here on WCHC. So, yeah, I know we're a little rusty, but hopefully you're kind of catching the gist of it. And if you're familiar with wrestling, you know all the different moves and points and all that stuff. So, and if you're new, we'll do the best we can to educate you. But, you know, most things is, you know, if you know some of the kids or you want to root them on or something, we hope you do that as well. And again, hopefully, you know, as we mentioned before, in the past, we do bowling, and so with Courthouse and Trace, they have one match. Usually it's the boys in December and the girls in January. In the last couple of years, we've been doing the girls bowling to give them equal treatment, and unfortunately, the wrestling kind of gets. So this year, the schedule got adjusted or something, David. I don't know what it was, but they end up going to the week after that, so that gives us a chance to be able to cover the wrestling. Again, the final score, in case you just tuned in, the middle school official score was 69-20 in favor of the Panthers. And again, we saw a little history tonight. 2 matches. The first time middle school FAC matches, again for Washington Courthouse, it was Abby Huff. Miami Trace, it was Josie Puckett, and Josie got the pin. No, Huff got the pin. And then it was Erika Wilson of Washington Courthouse getting a major decision, winning 26-10. And again, we'll have full details for you on our Fayette 43160 later on tonight. Also, after we're done with the match, we've already talked. Coach Ben Fundale from Miami Trace and Coach Lewis Reed from Washington Courthouse will come up and they will join us. And want to give them a chance to talk about tonight's match and, of course, also about the upcoming tournament, weather permitting, David. I don't know. You know how it is, this weather forecast. I don't know if it's going to get nasty or we end up not getting anything. We'll just have to wait and see. I will say one thing. It was, 20 degrees warmer today, and I think yesterday at least. It was like 20 in the 20s all day long, which I could handle. All right, so the teams are just about ready to get started. Again, we're going to start with a 150-pound weight class. Then we'll go 157, 165, 175. 190 will be the first forfeit wrestler with Jones from Courthouse. Then we'll have a match at 215, 285. Courthouse will get another forfeit at 106, also at 113. Then another match at 120, 126, 132, 138, and 144. So Courthouse has already got 3 forfeits, David. That gives them 18 points right off. So Trace is going to have to overcome that deficit a little bit. There are a couple wrestlers that are hurt for Miami Trace that usually would wrestle. They're kind of trying to make sure that they get well before the FAC comes up February the 10th, and then, of course, there's the sectionals, district, and so forth. And we will try to, as we do the matches, that they will go ahead and we'll be able to tell you who the state qualifiers were and district and so forth. And what do? They turn around and reset the clock for another 10 minutes. Jeez. We're not taking any more breaks. We are on the air again next Saturday, David. We'll get about a week off, which we're looking forward to. And then we really hit the end toward the basketball season as we will be doing, I believe it's like six games or something like that in about an 8-day period. And we'll be getting toward the end of the season. And, of course, that means that tournament draws will be coming up around the corner as well. And, again, that's all coming up. I think the tournament draws for the girls is the first Sunday in February, and the boys is the second Sunday. And, of course, this year it's different. Coaches don't vote on the seating. They're going to go on RPI ratings from Max Prep. And the coaches have to report the scores, and then they have a system that they keep track of points. They do this with some of the other sports, and so they're going to try in basketball and see how that ventures out, okay? Let me real quickly tell you what our schedule looks like. As we mentioned, we got the wrestling tonight. Next Saturday, the 27th, Waverly boys will be at Miami Trace. I believe that is a 5 o'clock start time. It's a little bit earlier, so keep that in mind. Then on Tuesday the 30th, we'll be back here with Zane Trace at Courthouse. The following night, state-ranked Circleville takes on John Dennon's Blue Lions. And then on Saturday, the February the 3rd, it will be a doubleheader here at Courthouse. Miami Trace takes on the Panthers in rivalry day number 2. That's at 6, followed by the boys. The following week, we have, at least right now, 3 games. Vinton County at Courthouse boys on Tuesday the 6th. Adena at Miami Trace girls on the 8th. And Stivers at Miami Trace boys on the 10th. We may still add 1 or 2 more games. Plus, by that time, we'll have the tournament draw, and hopefully we'll have maybe some home games, and we can do those as well. All right, David, I tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's take about at least a 60-second break as we are getting closer. Bear with us a little bit. We are getting closer to the varsity match between Courthouse and Miami Trace getting started. So stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
The Reproductive Health and Wellness Clinic at Fayette County Public Health offers extended hours once a month. Clients will see a certified nurse practitioner who can prescribe birth control, perform gynecological exams, and test for sexually transmitted infections. To schedule or for more information, call Fayette County Public Health at 740-335-5910.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
All right, we're back here at Washington Courthouse as we are still a few minutes away from the start of the varsity match between the Blue Lions and the Panthers. Again, Panthers winning the junior high match handily by a score of 69 to 20. And I believe it was at least 6 forfeits. So that's 36 points right off the bat there. So if you take those 36 points out, that make it 33-20. It would have been a little bit closer, wouldn't it? But that's the way it is. And now, as we mentioned before, there are not going to be as many forfeits in this match, but it's going to be to the advantage of the Blue Lions. I got them unofficially with 3 forfeits they got on their schedule, so that will give them 18 points for tonight. So the Blue Lions still loosening up. Miami Trace now starting to head back out, so should be about ready to get started here. And again, we'll start with a 150-pound weight class, and it will be Malachi McCullough, who is a sophomore. He is a state ranked and is a district qualifier last year. He is so far, we got him at 15 and, he was 4th in the 157-pound weight class down at Barnesville. All right, and his opponent will, of course, be Asher LeBeau. And, of course, Asher is also state ranked. He was a state qualifier last year. Asher's 24 and 8. We've got him with the 24 wins. 18 of them are by pins. Say about 2/3, isn't it, David? So that's 66%, 67% pins. 2 more by major decision and 2 by a decision. So there's 22 of his 24 wins right there. He finished first at the Cambridge tournament back in December. He was second at Logan Elm, and he came in 8th in his weight class at the Greater Miami Valley Wrestling Association's meet, which had like 60-some teams from all over the Midwest. So to come out in the top 8, that's pretty impressive, to say the least. He, of course, is a 4-year wrestler for Miami Trace and picked up his 100th career win this season. So the officials are starting to walk out. So let's get the captains or what else out here and do what we got to do so we can get this one started. Again, the Blue Lions and the Panthers, I've got them both at 4-0 in the league, winning the 4 duels. And so this definitely will be for the regular season championship. They, of course, still have to play the tournament. And again, it's February 10th at Miami Trace. So we're about ready to get this one started, or at least I think.
We will now begin the dual match at 150 pounds.
Yep, Lewis Reed says we're starting.
Courthouse state-ranked Malachi McCullough for Miami Trace, returning state qualifier and state-ranked Asher LeBeau.
Okay, so McCullough and LeBeau at 150 as we get things started here. Panthers in the black, Blue Lions in the white, blue stripes. Official said you got to check in, gentlemen. Tell you, all these people coming in with food, David, they're starting to make me just a little bit hungry. Here we go. LeBeau trying to shoot early. Again, both of these fellows are state ranked. And the latest state ranking information goes out of bounds. Of course, in high school, we played 2-minute periods, not a minute and a half like we did in the middle school. Again, both wrestlers just sizing each other up. Got to think, David, with these records, these guys are probably going to see each other again in the FAC tournament in a couple weeks, and might see them again in the districts, or the sectionals and the districts, both. Sectionals, I think it's the top 4 that get to go. Ditto top 4 in the districts go to state as well. We're just about a minute left here in this first. Again, both young men are kind of level. Kala trying to ride LeBeau. And LeBeau is out, but McCall is still in, so they still can continue the action. So we're down to 45. Whoa. McCall tried to shoot to go for a reverse. Officials said, nope, you're both standing, you're out of bounds. 36.4. No points still. Both of them measuring up each other pretty good, to say the least. We're under 30 seconds in first round. Go 3. 2 minutes per round. Ooh, boy, my goodness. Asher, boy, got twisted around there. And now quickly McCullough gets on top and again trying to bring LeBeau down. It goes out of bounds. And now Miami Trace fans, they wanted 2 points, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think they wanted a reversal there. Or a takedown. Again, those are worth 2 points. So the first period ends with no score, and we go to period number 2. Again, a 2-minute period. McCullough riding a little bit on LeBeau. He's got LeBeau's left arm hooked a little bit. Now LeBeau's trying to reverse it a little bit and trying to put McCullough on his back. Comes the push. There's a reverse right there. There's 2 more points for Miami Trace. Again, trying to get the pin. McCullough trying to escape. Again, we're at the 150-pound weight class. 5-0 after the moves there by LeBeau. They put the score up for the home team, and the official glanced up real quick, said, no, it's visitors. So 2 quick moves by LeBeau puts him up 5-0 here in round number 2, and now whistle blows. A little stalling there. I would too, David. Somebody's riding me like that. I'd stall too. Like, how soon is this over with? LeBeau trying to grab the ankle. Now McCullough reverse. LeBeau, man, holding on to that arm. Oh my goodness. Nice little move there by McCullough. And Courthouse folks, they won an escape. And now they finally got it. 5-2. As McCullough finally got the 2 points for the escape. As we're down in the final seconds of this second period. And McCullough trying to go for the pin, and that ends the period. And LeBeau still leads at 5-2 as we go into period number 3. So McCullough will be in the down position in round number 3. Again, LeBeau went to the state last year. McCullough got to the districts. Both hoping that they'll have as much, if not even more, success this coming year. Right now, their concentration is on this Fayette County rivalry matchup to kick things off in the varsity division. LeBeau, tight grip around the chest area. Flips over. No points given. 90 seconds left here in the match. LeBeau again trying to bring him down, trying to grip that leg, trying to get that calf area. And we're going to have a quick whistle. Pushed on the head there a little bit. Official gives him a warning. So Asher will get ready to go again. Malachi trying to escape and try to pick up some points. LeBeau, though, has got him tied up pretty good. Now McCullough again trying to get some grip there. And he got turned around and got the 2 points. Now it's 5-4. And once again, a great reversal there by McCullough. That's 2 in a row now. He's gotten the last 2 rounds. Trying to hang on here. Trying to tie around and hope that he can maybe get an extra point or 2 here. He's riding him. As LeBeau is trying to prevent any kind of movement. Puts his hands around his head, trying to maybe stall just a little bit. Meanwhile, McCullough still going for it. He's watching him. And he got him on the head there again. Pushing down a little bit. So it stops it now with 30 seconds left and a 5-4 Trace lead. Again, this is the first match in the varsity. That official again quickly. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about. Somebody must have said something because the official wasn't too happy about it, David. Now we're back to action. Whoa, good push down there by McCullough. Again, trying to wrap around the arm. We're down to 20 seconds. LeBeau, he's pushing him. McCullough is on his shoulders. He's trying to go for the pin or the escape, one of the two. Final seconds ticking off, and that's it. 1 point, and a 6-4 win by LeBeau. A decision there. Asher LeBeau hanging on, getting a 6-4 decision. It's 3-0 now. Miami Trace, but boy, what a nice match there. You got to give McCullough some credit, David. He had made some nice escape moves there. That'll bring up now the 157-pound weight class. Tristan Byers. And he will be taking on Garrett Carson. Again, this is 157. Garrett Carson, 17-12. He has 1 decision, 1 major decision, 1 technical fall, and 12 pins. He was 5th at Logan Elm, his 2nd year on the varsity level. Thurston is a senior. He was 2nd at Nelsonville at 157 and was 3rd at the Hammer and Anvil Invitational earlier this month, also at Western Brown in that weight class. Carson, district qualifier last year. Both are state ranked. So we are seeing some of the top talent in the state of Ohio, folks, between these two squads. You don't get state ranked because you're a pretty face, David. Or you and I have been state ranked a long time ago, right? You're still on top, though. Okay. Push down by Carson. Trying to push down on Byers. Tristan, kind of like he's about halfway there. He does not want to get his shoulders down. Risk the chance of a near fall or even a pin. And now you got Carson kind of in a very awkward position, to say the least. But Courthouse is up 2-0. Again, Byers trying to get the pin here, try to get some points for the Blue Lions, who trail 3-0 after the decision win of 6-4 by LeBeau. Once again, riding Byers. Shoulder high on Carson. Now tries to go around. And now going for the pin. He got him in the position. Officials are looking. He got him. Byers with the pin with 12.2 seconds in the first period of play. And that gives Blue Lions a 6-3 lead. We now go to 165.
165 pounds from Miami.
Both of these wrestlers are state ranked as well, David. My goodness. We've got Mac Parsley, who is a state qualifier from Washington Courthouse. And from Miami Trace, you got Tyler Stevens, who is a district qualifier last year. Stevens comes in at 19-7, 10 pins. Sophomore, he won at the Logan Elm Invitational earlier this month. Meanwhile, Parsley was 5th at Barnesville and 4th at Nelsonville. So he has a couple top finishes in the tournaments. Whoa. Big thump there by Parsley over Stevens. Coach Reed trying to flip him over. Gets back on the verse. He picks up 2 points. Now he's working on that arm there a little bit. The key there is what you try to do is you're trying to break that hold and then like pushing forward on his shoulder and try to get the pin. I do remember that from my gym days. It's been a while, but yeah. Point picked up by Miami Trace, Stevens. We're under 20 seconds. Here in the first period, 2-1 lead, Blue Lions. Again, Stevens trying to get out. They'll hold up, and that'll win the first period. Parsley's up 2-1 over Stevens. Go to round 2. So here comes the Panthers. We start period number 2. Stevens, quick turnaround. Yep, reversal there. 4-1 now in favor of Parsley. So he picks up 2. The back area, meanwhile, Stevens trying to escape. And Stevens is just barely inside that circle. So he's got a little room there, and he can work. Down about a minute 20 in the second round. And trying to get it, and point picked up by Miami Trace. See, drove him out of bounds. 4-2 now, Courthouse with the lead. We're under a minute. Under 45 seconds. Wrestlers just trying to ride it out here a little bit. Meanwhile, Stevens trying to hold on. He's down by 2, 4-2. Meanwhile, Parsley trying to get the turnaround on the reverse. Now he's got on top. Level, now he picks up 2 more points. Makes it 6-2. Parsley. Final seconds ticking off. So he rides him man. That makes it now 6-2 in favor of Blue Lions. Don't forget, after we're done, we're going to talk to both Coach Fondell and also Coach Reed about tonight's match and upcoming tournaments. And we'll be announcing our Epifano McDonald's wrestler of or star of the game. One of the wrestlers from Courthouse, one of the wrestlers from Trace will be honored here on the varsity level. 6-2. Mac Parsley, state ranked, state qualifier last year. Junior at 165 pounds. Now pushing back. On his back is Parsley. Trace fans on their feet. And 6-4. Reversal there. Now all of a sudden, with a 2-point lead and about 1 minute left. Parsley just trying to hold on. Now he's got Stevens on his butt. I don't know if I can say that or not. Well, I just did, didn't I? Doesn't matter. I've heard worse on Facebook, friends. Meanwhile, trying to hold on is Parsley. 30 seconds left. He's still up by 2. He's got the upper hand here. He's got another 2 points, another reversal. Courthouse now up 8-4. We're down to 22nd. Parsley trying to pick up another decision here. Meanwhile, Stevens just trying to hang on. Final seconds. Parsley. And reverse there, and that ends the clock. And Parsley will pick up an 8-4 win. So that's another 3 points. That makes it 9-4. Washington Courthouse has the lead, David. And a 175-pounder coming up now. I've got Peters and Harrison. Okay, let me see what we got here real quick.
Winner by decision at 165, Matt Parsley. Now wrestling, 175 for Miami Trace.
175 will be Connor Harrison, his second year. Connor's 17-13 overall. 6 decisions, 10 pins. He's a senior. Was second at Logan Elm and was 5th at Cambridge earlier this year. Meanwhile, Brendan Peters, a junior, is wrestling. Peters shoots on the legs and backs up Harrison a little bit. So again, Asher LeBeau, 6-4 decision. A pin by Veers. I think I said that was 3 points. That was 6 points. That made it 6-3 Courthouse. And then another decision just picked up by Courthouse Parsley, and that's why they're up by a score of 9-3. And again, they go out of bounds. It's Peters and Harrison kind of jockeying a little bit for the positioning. Pretty decent crowd here on a Thursday night. Blue Lights, of course, in the blue and white uniform. Miami Trace in the black. Peters trying to drive. Harrison. Harrison trying to hold on, trying to get stood up, trying to get the escape. Good stay there by Harrison. He'll pick up 2 points on the ride there. Trace up 2-0 with final seconds of the first period. Just about ready to wrap it up. And that will wrap it up. So round number 1 goes to Harrison at 2-0 over Peters. So the second 2-minute period coming up between Peters of Washington Courthouse and Harrison of Miami Trace. Riding him out, but escaping. will be Harrison. So he picks up a point, 3-0. Minute 45 here in the second period. Again, play 3 periods, 2 minutes each. If it's tied, of course, then they go to sudden death. Harrison up 3-0. Trying to find an opening. But Peters hanging tough, and now we're going to have a whistle. 52.7. A little stalling there or what? Again, you get a couple warnings before they start taking points. Now Peters trying to put pressure on the back of the neck. Shooting the gap now is Harrison. Peters, though, grabs him by the left leg. And now all of a sudden, Harrison's got to try to see if he can get out. He's trying to wrap his leg around the left leg of Peters. So we're down to about 15 seconds. Trying to escape will be Harrison. And no, he will not get it. Goes out with 6.4 seconds. Wow. Peters was hanging on for life, not to give up any points on that one. Now the officials are conferring. Coach Reed wants a conference. Of course, Lois and 20 plus years here at Washington Courthouse. Outstanding high school wrestler at Steubenville. Muskingum College, I believe, is where he went to school, wrestled. Ben Fondale, outstanding high school and college coach. Both good guys, great coaches for these teams, continuing the tradition. And that will end the second period with a 3-0 lead by Harrison of Miami Trace. So the final 2 minutes coming up. So right now, if you're Peters of Washington Courthouse, you got to start either getting some points or try to go for a pin here. Again, this is the fourth match of the night on the varsity. Trace Junior High won big earlier tonight. 69-20, I believe it was. I think it was like 6-7 forfeits in advantage of Trace, and that pretty much wrapped it up early. Still 3-0. We're just about a minute 20 left here in this match. Again, Peters trying to shoot the gap there, trying to get something going here. He's up high, trying to get on top there of Harrison, but Connor not playing the game. As we're at the 175 weight class. Well, he shot the gap there, and he's going to pick up a point. Grabs the legs. Peters needs 2 to tie. And he goes out. Oh, he picked up another 2 points. And that tied it up. Boy, did he drive Harrison on that one. So he got the near fall, and that's 2 points, and that makes it 3-3. 32.5 seconds left. Round number 3. Peters coming up big with that move there. All 3 points here in this third. Now let's see what happens here. He's driving him down. He's out of bounds, and it stops it at 26.1. Wow. So trailing 3-0 after the second round. Peters has come back to tie it up at 3 apiece with 26 seconds left. Trying to get out, trying to get the escape. Reverse, and trying to get out will be Harrison. He's got a hold of that leg. Peters is not going to let him go. We're down to 15 seconds. Harrison, and holding on. 8 seconds left. And he goes out of bounds, holding. Time's going to run out, and we're going to overtime. It may, yes. We're going to overtime at 3-3. Wow. So Brandon Peters down 3-0, holds on the last 25 seconds, does not allow Harrison to escape, and now we go into OT. It's 1 minute. Both wrestlers trying to sort it out here, trying to get that point. Both got their hands around the other one's back of their neck, trying to push down, put some weight on it. 35 seconds, still 3-3 tie. Peters, Connors, 28 seconds. Trying to come around, hold on. Peters with the drive, and he pushed him out. They're standing, and the fans are absolutely upset on both sides, David. Nobody got that one. Both teams wanted a point out of that one. It stays 3-3. We're down to 18 seconds. Peters going down. Whoa, what a big play there. He's got him down. And that's going to give him the 2 points, and that makes it 5-3. What strength Peters showed on that one, David. My goodness. Peters picked up Harrison and just drove him to the mat and win in overtime. Wow. So that's a 3 points. That goes to Courthouse. And now it is 12-3. So now Cameron Jones will be wrestling at 190. And I'm trying to get the young lady's name here that's wrestling for Miami Trace. We had this match as being forfeited. Obviously not. Connor somebody for Miami Trace. So Cameron Jones. Cameron with a arm around the neck. Is out of bounds. Jones trying to escape. And goes out of bounds for 7.3. Trace with the lead. Final seconds ticking off, and Miami Trace will have a 2-0 lead going to set number 2. All right, so this is Connor Harrison. That is wrestling at 190. Connor with Cameron on his shoulders. Connor putting a lot of pressure on the back of the head of Jones. So Jones struggling a little bit against Connor Harrison, again at 190 pounds. Now trying to get Jones on his shoulders. Round number 2, a 4-0 lead by Miami Trace. Jones flips. Will he get him? And he's pushing down on the shoulders. He's got it strong around the neck. And 30 seconds left. Again, Jones. Boy, he's tired. Again, Harrison tried to get the pin. And he got him finally. 13.1 seconds left. So Connor Harrison will pick up the win at 190. In the second period, that's 6 points, so that unofficially makes it 12-9 now. Courthouse with the lead. Now I've got this as Herbie Queen for Miami Trace.
190 for Miami Trace, Connor Harrison. 215
and
for Miami Trace.
Phoenix
Queen, Miami Trace,
Williams.
Washington Courthouse. Phoenix Williams.
All right, so Phoenix Williams, a sophomore for Washington Courthouse, and Herbie Queen for Miami Trace at 215. I got Queen at 12 and 17 for the season, a sophomore. He was 11 and 19 last year. He's had one decision, one major decision, one technical foul, 8 pins. Was 4th at the Cambridge Invitational and 6th earlier this month at the Logan Elm Invitational. Phoenix has not been able to, or has not placed in any tournament so far. So Miami Trace trying to rebound after getting down 12-3. Now it's at 12-9, and Queen trying to pick up some more points while Williams tries to hold on. We mentioned we had 3 forfeit, weights advantage in favor of Courthouse, but one of those went to the wayside when Harrison dropped or went up to 190 after we thought he was at 175. So apologies for getting that wrong, but we're going by the sheet that they give us here. Now remembering why 4 years ago I was frustrated like you know what because they kept changing the lineup during the middle of the matches. So we seemed like we kept apologizing about every other match. It's just the way it happens. Thank goodness we do have some folks here that at least helps try to keep straight. Two nothing favor of Miami Trace. Queen. As we go to round number 2 now. Picking up another 2 points. Miami Trace, Queen. 90 seconds left in the second round. Point picked up at Courthouse now. Meanwhile, quickly, another reversal. Back on top is Williams. Now it's 4-3. And they're going to let Queen go ahead and get the escape. 5-3. .45 seconds left. Whoa. And try a little bit with the head there. Warning. Coach Reed hollered instructions to Williams. We're in the 215 weight class. Whoa, nice little turnaround there. Yeah, another reversal. 5-5. Now a point for the escape by Queen. He's up 6-5. So we're in the final seconds, and now they go out of bounds. So this turned out to be a pretty good match so far. 6-5 score. Don't forget, we will be announcing Epiphano McDonald's star of the match, I guess we could say. One from Courthouse, one from Trace a little bit later on after we're done here. So be watching and listening for that. And with that, Miami Trace, Queen scores 4 in that period. Williams scores 5. Reversals and escape moves. And that was 9 points just in that period alone. That's a lot of points in about 2 minutes' time. Especially in this weight class, you're getting toward the upper end a little bit. Battle going on. Queen of Miami Trace with the lead. And picks up another 2 points on a near fall. Makes it 8-5. .80 seconds left. Out of bounds. Queen trying to grab that wrist and try to make the forward motion on Williams. Williams trying to stand up and try to pick up some points. He's down by 3 now, 8-5. Walter Gillespie, by the way, was the young man that lost that match to Peters earlier. Walker, I believe, is his first name. And then Connor Harrison got moved up from 175 to 190. 8-5, Trace leads. Queen over Williams at 2:15. 30 seconds left. Wrestlers resume action. Another quick turn down, takedown, I should say, by Queen. Riding him a little bit, pushing down on the neck. Trying to stay in the tied up position. 5 seconds left. And that's in. So a big win there by Queen. Picks up an 8-5 win over Williams of Washington Courthouse. That is a 3 points by decision. So if my scoring is right, I got 12-12, David. Tied score. Brady Roar, district qualifier and also state ranked. Now at 285 against Joshua McGraw. Joshua's 12-5, 5 pins, a decision, a major decision. A sophomore, he was 4th at the Logan Elm Invitational. Last year finished 4th in his weight class and was 11-20 overall. Jake, meanwhile, was 1st at Nelsonville and 4th at the Hamburg Anvil Invitational at Western Brown earlier this month. So he's placed in the top half of a couple of tournaments. Right now, Roar at 285, trying to get for the pin against McGraw. Officials is watching that shoulder. He can get him to roll over just a little bit, using that head there a little bit, trying to force it just a little bit. 2-0. Roar already has the lead. Again, trying to pick up 6 here with the pin. Officials looking, near fall, possibly. Nope, he's not giving any points yet. We're down to a minute. Roar again, trying to put pressure on. Brady trying to turn him over. Can't get it. And coming and getting a ride picks up 3 points. Now makes it 5-0. On a near fall. Roar. Again, trying to get the pin. Second sticking away. You can't get the pin. I think it's, if you have so many seconds, you get so many points. I think if it's over 5 seconds, you get 3 points. And official blows the whistle to end the period. So Roar goes up 5-0 after period number 1. 7 more matches coming up. 2 of them are supposed to be forfeits, so we'll see how that plays out. We may have some late additions. Roar, meanwhile. Verse picks up another 3. Goes up 8-0 now. Flips him over on his back. Another 2 points. 10-0. Roar with the lead. Trying to get again the pin. 12-12 score unofficially between these two teams. And again, Roar is really pushing that left shoulder down, trying to get the pin. Official's got his nose right down there close. We're down to a minute in the second. It's looking close for a near pin, or near fall, I should say. And he got the pin. 49.6 seconds in the second period, a pin by Roar. He was already up 10-0 when he got the pin. So Brady Roar with the pin. It makes it 18-12 now in favor of Washington Courthouse. So now we go from the heavyweights down to the lightweights. Nathan Snyder, Washington Courthouse. He'll get a forfeit win. 24-12. Forsythe. Being Bradley, a freshman. That will be a forfeit. That makes it now 30-12. So David right there, 12 quick points for Washington Courthouse. And now Trace will go back to duty at 120 pounds. So we got 5 matches left here. Going to have, of course, Lyric Dickerson, who also has picked up his 100th career win. His 3rd year. 1 at Logan Elm, 2nd at Cambridge, and was 4th at the Greater Miami Valley Wrestling Association. 26-5 coming into tonight's match. State qualifier, state ranked. And a pin.
Winning by pin from Miami Trace, Lyric Dickerson.
So pinned by Dickerson. Makes it 30-18 in the first round. Now we have 126 pound. We have Kason Snyder, a freshman. And we got Will Enix, Miami Trace. Enix in his 2nd year, 16-9. 3 decisions, 9 pins. Sophomore. He was 2nd at Logan Elm, 3rd at Cambridge. Good reverse there. Enix trying to cut the deficit down a little bit at the 126. Unofficially, Courthouse is up 30-18. They had back-to-back forfeit wins, which was worth 12 points. Reversal there, pick up 2 points by Blue Lions, Snyder. Riding Enix. Will last year as a freshman was AFC champ, sectional champ, and qualified for the districts and finished 38-11. As we mentioned, he's already got 16 wins, so that gives him over 50 wins in his first year and a half. So he's could be on line for 100 wins as well for his playing careers, his wrestling career's over with. Meanwhile, Snyder continues to stay on top of the back there. And that will stop the first period at 2-0 in favor of the Blue Lions. So the wrestlers said they're going to stand. Shooting the gap will be Enix. Top. Got his stomach right on top of the neck area, trying to put that pressure on him. Trying to keep him down low. Trying to flip him around a little bit. But Snyder says, I don't think so. 2 points, though, picked up by Trace. So you got the near fall. 2-2 score. 70 seconds left. Tell you, with you guys move their legs and shoulders and everything else, I'm surprised somebody hasn't gotten a broken bone or something, you know, David? These guys have got to be very, very good condition. We're down under a minute. Second round, 2-2 score. Again, this is the 126-pound weight class. Snyder Courthouse, Enix, Will Enix of Trace, Case and Snyder of Washington Courthouse. With 3 matches to go. Courthouse trying to hold on. Seconds left. Turn around and a pin. And a pin comes at the 14.3 seconds in the second round. It was 2-2, pinned by Enix. And now it is 30-24. Boy, those 6 points on pins or in forfeits can really add up. So Casey Snyder, he really rode the best he could, but Enix was not to be denied. All right, let's now go to 132. I've got Spencer Smith at 8-2. Talon Freeze for Washington Courthouse. Spencer, as mentioned, 8-2. He's got 2 major decisions, 5 pins. He's a junior. Meanwhile, Talon was 3rd at Nelsonville and 3rd at Western Brown. He's a junior for the Blue Lions. Yep, getting a little stalling there. As Freeze was trying to break the hold. Freeze trying to go around, trying to see if he can pick up some reversal points. Meanwhile, Smith holding on. Yep, trying to get stood up with Smith, but could not escape. Still 2-0. Courthouse with the lead in this first period. Freeze against Smith. Freeze has now got his legs around Smith's neck. And now he loosens it up a little bit. Now trying to get ready to drive him a little bit, and that stops the period at 2-0 in favor of Talon Freeze. Ready to begin round number 2. Freeze will be man up. Cradle position. Now trying to break it. Meanwhile, Smith trying to get the escape, trying to toss Freeze over. Meanwhile, Talon trying to pin, but they're going to be out of bounds. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Both guys falling down. Fortunately, nobody hurt. Fallon, meanwhile, has picked up some points on some near falls and has jumped up to a 7-0 lead. Talon, district qualifier last year. Wrapped around the shoulder area on Smith. 8-0, another point picked up for the Blue Lions. Got him with the leg, trying to a quick spin there. Under a minute. Freeze again, trying to stay on top while Spencer trying to flip him over. Trying to escape. Talon's just not letting go. He's got it around that neck area. Holding on. Another roll by Smith. Officials watching carefully. Meanwhile, now Craig's with the pin. And he's got him. Got him! Unbelievable! That is unbelievable! And I believe Talon may be hurt. Just hold on here a second. As the official quickly signaled that he was hurt as he came down. But Smith was down 8-0 with 8.2 seconds left here in the second period and gets the pin. Boy, you hate to see this. So now they're going to take some time and make sure he's okay. So Fallon was trying to turn Smith over, and Smith made one real final big push and got him down on his shoulders and was able to get the pin. with 8.2 seconds left here in the second period. And it's now 30-30 unofficially, team score wise. Fallon will slowly get up. So Dave, let's go ahead and take a 30-second break here, and then we'll come back. We got 2 more matches, so stay with us right here on WCHC.
The PACT Act is one of the largest health care and benefit expansions in the VA history. This new law expands and extends eligibility for VA health care and for veterans with toxic exposures, and also adds more than 20 presumptive conditions for burn pits and other toxic exposures, as well as more presumptive exposure locations for Agent Orange and radiation. If you are a veteran or a survivor of a veteran, please call the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment for PACT Act related benefits.
Good sportsmanship there by Smith, making sure to go over and check on Talon Freeze, and Talon's heading back to the locker room right now. So he was helped off by Coach Reed and a couple other folks. So they will be checking on him. So Spencer Smith down 8-0. Sometimes all you need is that one quick move, David, and that's what it didn't last more than 5 seconds. And he was down, and he got him over, spinned him around, and got him to take a quick hit on his neck and got the pin. And with that, unofficially, I've got it 30-30 now. So we're going now to 138. And I've got Perkins. Bryce Perkins at 138 for Miami Trace. 18-12, 3 decision, 1 major decision, 12 pins. Junior was second at Logan Elm and 4th at Cambridge, his second year. This is Rivera for Washington Courthouse. And unfortunately, I don't have a first name, and I'm trying to work on that, so hang in there with me. 1-0, Trace with the lead. And now he comes down hard. And it looks like we might have a pin here. Rivera trying to scoot, trying to avoid it. And they're going to stop. Tied up a little bit. 102, 3-0 lead, Miami Trace. Okay, going to give 4 points to Miami Trace. Is that it? So Trace going to pick up 4 points here, David. And I don't have a clue what that was called for, other than with some type of injury to Rivera is the only thing I can figure out. Now there's blood on the mat, so he got cut. So Perkins will get back in. We're under a minute. 7-0. Miami Trace has already jumped out ahead in this match. There's one more match after this. Gibbs and St. Clair. Again, we'll be talking to both coaches after the match is over with, and also be naming an Epifano McDonald's star wrestler of the match from both, one from each school. And stops again with 33 seconds. Riviera there to get his head gear straighten out. Final seconds taken away. We're down. 3 seconds left. Trying to hold on, and that will end the first period. A 7-0 lead in favor of Bryce Perkins for Miami Trace. Perkins picks up another 3 points. Now it's up 10-0. Picks up another 3 points, again on the reversal. Now again, Perkins trying to get that pin. He's got him on the side. He's watching it. About a minute left here in the second. And officials will give him 3 points. 13-0 on again near pin. I'll say, he gave him another 3 points earlier. I made 16-0, so that's a technical fall. We're done. So a technical fall by Perkins, 58.1 seconds in the second period. I thought the official had given Perkins another 3 points earlier. So this will make it, let me look at my 5 points.
Bryce Perkins, now up 144 pounds. From Miami Trace and St. Clair, from Washington Courthouse, West Skins.
That makes it 41-30 now. Miami Trace, this will be the last match of the night. And it looks like the Panthers will clinch again another FAC titles. They're up by 11 with 1 match to go. Landon St. Clair. Landon 15-5, his second year. 12 pins, 1 decision, 1 technical fall. The junior is number 2 at Logan Elm earlier. Meanwhile, Gibbs, Wesley, a freshman, was 3rd at Nelsonville and 6th at Barnesville. Gibbs, by the way, for Courthouse is state ranked.
Third is Miami Trace 35, Washington Courthouse 30. Final match.
He say 35-30? Okay, I've got 41-30. Not sure where we're off on the points there, but so there is something on the line here if that holds true, David. Courthouse gets a pin, they win. Meanwhile, Gibbs is trying to escape here. No score. First period. We got 2 points. And that stops at 2.3 seconds. St. Clair taking the lead, but again, we still have a little over 2 seconds left in this first period. Gibbs trying to do a quick escape. That ends the first period, 2-0. Landon St. Clair over Washington Courthouse. Second period, 2 minutes. Once again, St. Clair trying to ride him a little bit. Meanwhile, Gibbs trying to get the escape. And it's going to be close. Get that. Get St. Clair to stand. St. Clair, though, is holding on to that right arm. Gibbs is trying to escape and does. He picks up 2 points. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Now Gibbs on top. Whoa. Wasn't like that sound, David. It's like something with the elbow, but the guys act like nothing's wrong, so they're going to keep going. Gibbs has his leg twisted around a little bit by St. Clair. Landon trying to get back and get some points on the escape. They're giving 4-2. Miami Trace now with the lead here in the second round. Panthers taking the lead in this match here. They could end up deciding it all in this dual meet. He's riding Gibbs hard. Got his one arm behind, his left arm behind his back. Officials is warning him a little bit. Take a little pressure off of it. Down to 10 seconds. Gibbs trying to get back up. Final seconds ticking off. Gibbs will not be able to get the escape. So it stays 4-2. St. Clair leads Gibbs, and now it comes down to this final 2 minutes. Got Coach Reed, you got Wes Gibbs, the girls courthouse coach. And of course, that's his son, Wesley. Coach Geringer, Coach Fondale, and others, Miami Trace. Now Gibbs. 2 points picked up, 4-4 on the near fall. Now Gibbs is riding, trying to flip him over, trying to get the pin. He's trying, he's digging. Gibbs trying to get him over. St. Clair is not going to do it. He rolls back over. Oh my, we're down to 90 seconds. This is going to be tight, 4-4. Tight score. St. Clair, Gibbs, another roll between the two. St. Clair trying to get the escape. He gets out of it. See if they're going to give him the points or not. Yep, 2 points, 6-4. St. Clair over Gibbs, a state-ranked wrestler. This could be an upset here with 45 seconds left. St. Clair riding Gibbs, 30 seconds left. Trace holding on. Gibbs trying to get out. 25 seconds left. Got everybody in the gym hollering at you. Gibbs, spin move, trying to escape. 15 seconds left. St. Clair's still running. Official said no points. We got 5 seconds left. St. Clair's holding on. And this one is going to go to Miami Trace. In a mild upset, Landon St. Clair over state-ranked Wesley Gibbs, 6-4 decision. And that should give Miami Trace the regular season FAC. Unofficially 38-30. If we're going by what Coach Reed just mentioned a few minutes ago, what the score was. Wow. Some excitement tonight, to say the least, as we've had several good matches. But don't go away. We're going to do our wrestler star of the games, and we're going to try to get comments from Coach Reed and also Coach Fondale. So, Miami Trace takes both the middle school and the high school. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our post-game programming right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
The Reproductive Health and Wellness Clinic at Fayette County helps you take personal control of your health and allows you to be free to live a healthy life. Fayette County Public Health is offering COVID and flu vaccinations and childhood immunizations by appointment. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 740-335-5910 or visit fayecohd.org/events.
All right, well, we're here at the post-game program. Both coaches are talking to their team, and what turned out to be an outstanding night of wrestling. We got to definitely not wait another 4 years before we do this again. That was pretty good tonight. Again, Miami Trace winning. Again, we've got the varsity at 38-30. The middle school 69-20, favor of the Panthers. We're going to double check with the scoring here with Coach Reed, but he was announcing scores as we was going along, and he had it 35-30 Trace going into that last match when St. Clair won on a 6-4 decision. So, again, Miami Trace just keeps rolling right along, 5-0 now in the regular season. Here, as far as the dual meets, they, of course, Miami Trace will host the tournaments coming up on Saturday, February the 10th, the FAC meet, and we'll have more information on that. Of course, they also will be playing host to the Miami Trace Epifano McDonald's tournament on Saturday. Knock on wood, weather permitting, and all that good. So that's where we're at there. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and do our star wrestlers of the game, one for each of them. Tough decision, but Dave and I talked about it. And for Miami Trace, I think Landon St. Clair. He just won that last match at 144 pounds, a 6-4 decision. Victorious tonight. Really was a must-win if the score is right, David. So he pretty much clinched it. So Landon St. Clair will be our Miami Trace wrestler star of the game. For Washington Courthouse, we're going to say it's going to be Mr. Peters. That being Brendan Peters at 175. He came back, was trailing 3-0 in the second round, came back and tied it up at 3-3, and then won it in overtime by a 5-3 score. So again, Brendan Peters from Washington Courthouse will be our McDonald's star wrestler, and Landon St. Clair will be our Miami Trace wrestler of the match, and we'll recognize them in the month of March. Joining us now is Ben Fondell, the head coach of Miami Trace. Was it 38-30? Was that the official score?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
But I haven't done wrestling 4 years, so I thought I had everything going good.
Oh, yeah?
And then he said, no, that's not that many points, so I want to make sure. So 38-30. How many times did that make you guys?
What do you mean? How many times?
How many FAC regular season titles?
As long as it's been in circulation, as long as it's been going on.
About 6-7 years at least.
Sure.
Then. All right, real quick, let's talk about the match tonight. You guys early, you came out. LeBeau got a big win, and then a couple pins gave
Courthouse a lead.
Courthouse got a lead, and then the forfeits didn't help you. And you guys basically battled back from double digits to come back and pretty much control the second half of the meet.
Yeah, I mean, those forfeits don't help. We caught a couple breaks in the 26 match and the 32 match.
Yeah.
And I mean, my wrestlers, they gave it everything they had. Kudos to Coach Reed and the Blue Lions. I mean, they wrestle with so much intensity. That's by far, I mean, that's the best I've ever seen them wrestle. And it's an exciting atmosphere tonight.
Yeah,
right?
It was.
I mean, both teams yelling, cheering on each other. Probably yelling at the ref every once in a while. But I mean, that's intense wrestling, and that's I'm glad Fayette County gets to experience that kind of duel.
I know that Lewis brought up the sheet here. We got a lot of state-ranked wrestlers for both programs. That has to be a credit to Fayette County, I would think, to realize how many young men we are actually getting recognized statewide for the wrestling programs at both Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse.
Yeah, I mean, Courthouse and Trace, they put in a lot of time in the off-season. That's really where you close the gaps on better wrestlers and extend the gaps on other guys. A lot of weightlifting goes on in the off-season. And, I mean, they're pretty competitive. There's a lot of friends out here. I mean, a lot of Trace guys are friends with Courthouse guys and vice versa. And they really go out and compete. In the off-season, they roll around with each other at their houses and the practice rooms. So, I mean, all that experience and all that just consistency, it starts to work wonders. And Coach Reed has done a great job all the way through.
One of the things I wanted to get you up here real quick to talk about was, of course, the upcoming Miami Trace Epifano McDonald's wrestling tournament Saturday, knock on wood, weather permitting, all that stuff. I'm thinking, I've only remember one time I think it's ever been canceled. It's been delayed a couple hours,
right.
But I don't think it's been canceled maybe more than once. Do you have an idea how many teams are actually going to be coming in? Or
Well, we started out with about 12, but then a lot of teams want to keep coming in, so I think we have about 16 to 18 teams coming in, weather permitting.
Yeah.
A few teams have already told us their administration's considering, not coming due to the weather, potentially.
Yeah.
But we expect about 16 teams or so, and it's going to be more competitive than it was last year. And we're excited to host a lot more competitive teams also, and that is that's this Saturday, and we appreciate Mr. Epifano and McDonald's sponsoring that tournament.
What makes that tournament one of the highlight tournaments? Is it where it's at in the year, or other details, or what?
Maybe the timing of the year has a little bit to do with it, because teams are trying to reach their full potential at this time, right before the off season starts, right before the postseason starts. I'm sorry. And we've been trying to look around. We usually won't look at a team to accept into our tournament unless they have close to a full lineup. We try to get teams with full lineups and that have a decent wrestling tradition at their school. So those are just kind of the teams we look around for. It was really competitive probably about 10 years back. We ended up moving our McDonald's tournament to a weekend earlier.
Right.
And we lost a lot of competitive teams, but we're starting to build that back up again.
Okay. I thought it used to be the last Saturday, and now the third Saturday. So, all right, final question. Obviously, you got the tournament. You got the FAC coming up, sectional, and so forth. Any other matches, though, coming up that maybe if fans still want to maybe watch you guys, any more duels or anything coming up in the next couple weeks?
Well, we got the team state regionals going on in Carrollton.
Okay.
We'll have a duel there. If we win that, we're competing in the semifinals, and if we win that against probably the number 1 seed Carrollton, we're headed to the state duels as a team. We've been there a couple times, so I'm excited for my guys to get the opportunity to do that again.
So in other words, there's no rest.
Every once in a while we get a rest, but it starts to slow down towards the sectional tournament.
Okay.
But you asked about big things coming up, and that's what comes to my mind.
Okay.
That's what we're thinking about right now.
All right. Well, hopefully you guys will get the tournament in Saturday and continue along your success. The FSC, reminder for fans, AFC will be at Miami Trace on the 10th of February, if I remember correctly. And so we want folks, if they get a chance, they can go out there that day and see all the league action. Thanks for coming up. Again, congratulations on winning tonight.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
Ben Fondale, the Miami Trace varsity wrestling coach, joined us here on our post-game program. And we see Lewis, and we're going to try to get him real quick to come up and get some comments from him as soon as he sees me waving my hands. Now, he's slowly walking, but... Hey, Lewis! So, we got his attention now. So we'll get an interview with him. We've already done the start of the game, so as soon as we're done with him, David, we'll wrap it up. All right, join us now, Lewis Reed, the Blue Lions wrestling coach, varsity. Tonight, you guys are getting closer and closer, but you still couldn't quite pull it out. But when you look at your team this year, you have to be overall very, very pleased because you've had some key injuries and stuff like that. But your kids kept battling tonight. In fact, it's one of the things that Ben mentioned about how much you guys were really battling.
Yeah, and that's what the thing is. People don't realize in this rivalry. It is a rivalry duel. It's one of the best duels around in the state of Ohio, I feel. Coming from the eastern side of Ohio, wrestling is big. It's not as big, I say, over in this area for some people, but in the wrestling community, people that know wrestling, like this duel, I mean, it brings the energy. Miami Trace, I was talking with talked with Brian Sheets, Jack Anders. Trace has had their program since '78. Our program started in 1979.
Wow.
In that history, Washington Courthouse has probably won 5 dual meets.
Really?
Yes. And it's, it's been pretty one-sided, but each year we try to close the gap a little bit, our guys. And one thing we talked about today were attitude and effort. And you'll hear that from a lot of coaches. And we got great attitude, great effort. And unfortunately, we didn't catch some of those breaks that you need to win those big matches. We were winning a match at 126 and gave up a pin, and we were winning a match at 132, gave up a pin. When you give up pins in wrestling, those are bonus points. Bonus points are when you can get 4, 5, or 6 for just getting the win. So if you win by 8 to 14, that's worth 4 points. If you win by 15, that's a tech fall, that's 5 points. And then if you win by pin, that's worth 6. And when you get those 6s, that is huge in a dual meet like this. I believe the final score was, 38-30?
38-30, yes. That's what.
And that's the sign of a good duel. In college, you'll see like 20 to 17 matches because you don't see a lot of pins.
Yeah.
When you give those pins up, it definitely can hurt the team. We were happy that our seniors, Brady Rohr at heavyweight and Tristan Byers at 157 both picked up pins. That was good. Our returning state qualifier, Mac Parsley, had a big match with Tyler Stevens, who just dropped the weight class from Miami Trace. He's been wrestling pretty well. He won a tournament 2 weeks ago at 165 since he's dropped down. And he's state ranked. He's actually ranked above our kid. But that was a good win for us at 165 for Mac. And then at 175, Brendan Peters dug down really deep in a great overtime thriller there. And it was a great crowd here tonight, great energy. That's what I live for since I was a little guy. I love wrestling. I love this. Sad we came up on the short end, but happy with how my guys wrestled. And we got to get back in the room and get focused. So those matches that we lost where we gave up some pins, we've got to work on our little conditioning. Some of those guys, they just, like Kaysen and Talon, they're just getting into the lineup now.
Okay.
So they didn't wrestle the first half of the season. They're wrestling the second half. So they're behind where our other guys are. If you notice, our other guys are conditioning, man. We weren't really tired. We had another young man out, Malachi McCullough at 150, wrestled a great match against Miami Trace's returning state qualifier, Asher LeBeau. They've had some battles, and Asher's always come out on top, but we're pretty close there. This was his first match back. He hasn't wrestled since December.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this was, and that's a tough first match to come back to.
Yeah, really.
But I thought overall his attitude and effort, it was great, and we were right in that match.
We picked a wrestler for the McDonald's show, which we'll have in March. We'll have you up with. We had Peters as the courthouse representative because we thought that overtime win was was a really great match. And then we had the St. Clair boy beating Gibbs for Trace.
Yeah.
That was another. Yeah, there were some really good matches here.
Gibbs is state ranked. He's a freshman. Yeah. And then St. Clair's, that was a big win for him. He's a really good wrestler. So, we knew it wasn't – there were no give-me matches. We knew there were some matches where they had a lot more experience than us, and our kids, like I said, in many cases stepped up and wrestled pretty well. So,
but isn't that what you want, though?
Yes, that's what it's about in these matches, these tournaments. And now we get back at it. We'll practice tomorrow, and we've got our home tournament. Weather permitting. You never will know what's going to happen here in the Fay-Muta Triangle, as I like to call it. People are probably wondering what is the Fay-Muta Triangle? Well, it's that Fayette County mix of Bermuda Triangle. The weather is just different here. They call for 6 inches of snow, and all of a sudden we got nothing. So
it all depends how it hits Ross County, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Ross and Highland County. If it hits a little north, we're in trouble. If it goes south, we should be okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get this in. We have 17 teams coming into our tournament. Centerville, Division I Centerville is the defending champion. We've got Centerville, Boyd County, Kentucky. They are very tough. We've seen them at quite a few tournaments here. And they were at the GMVWA, I believe, too, possibly. Circleville will be coming. Bethel Tate. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I'll pull it. I got my list on my phone.
Okay.
It's easier than me just trying to sit here and remember it off the top of my head. So Courthouse, Paint Valley, Centerville, Alexander, Fairland, Piqua, Waverly, West Union, Dayton Stivers, Bethel Tate, North College Hill, Little Miami, Waynesville, Claremont Northeastern, in Campbell County, Kentucky.
Wow.
And each of those schools has some state placers, some state qualifiers, high-level kids coming in. So, and it's a bracket-style tournament. It's double elimination. We only place the top 4, and it's one of the toughest one-day tournaments around. So it gives us the feel. The way I set this up, you know, a lot of tournaments now, they're pool style, so you could lose a match and still come back and get first. Well, this is traditional. You lose that one, you got to battle your way through the consolation rounds.
Okay.
Or, you know, 3 matches get you first. 3 or 4 wins. It's a 16-man bracket. The 16 best wrestlers, because we got 17 teams, the 16 best wrestlers get in the tournament, and it's been pretty good. We've had a lot of state qualifiers, placers, and even some champions wrestle in this tournament since we started it up.
Good. Well, let's keep knock on wood and hope that you get it in.
Yeah.
And good luck for the rest of the season because, like you say, you still got the FAC, you still got postseason tournaments.
Yeah, we got the state duels, both us and Miami Trace.
Oh, you're going to be in the state duels too?
We are both once again, Fayette County has some strong wrestling.
Yeah.
Both schools have very good wrestlers, and Fayette County will be well represented in that first round of state duels.
All right, great.
All right.
Lewis, thanks a lot, buddy.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for what you guys appreciate what you guys do.
Thanks for coming up with all the stats and all that information. It was really helpful. Helped us with the broadcast, and we'll probably keep following and see how you guys are doing. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate you.
All right, Lewis Reed, the varsity wrestling coach for the Washington Courthouse Boys wrestling team. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. Our thanks to all of our community supporters. Thanks to Dave for engineering, and our thanks to the folks here at Courthouse and also Miami Trace for all the help with the information. Again, Miami Trace wins both the middle school and the high school matches tonight. And again, we'll be back on the air with more sports a week from Saturday at Miami Trace when they play Waverly. Until then, I'm Randy Young. Be safe out there. Good night, everyone.